Apple cider vinegar is incredibly beneficial. It can help you lose weight. It can help you improve your digestion. But there's one secret, one hidden benefit of apple cider vinegar that nobody ever talks about. And it is the most important benefit that apple cider vinegar has to offer. So let's go ahead and dive in. But before we do, I'm Dr. Nick Zyrowski. And if you haven't done so yet, go over to Locals and join my health club community. If you're looking to take control of your health and do it naturally, this is where it all starts. Whether you're looking to learn how to improve your nutrition through genetics or learn how to properly do a 3-day water fast, I teach you all the things that you need to know over in Health Club. I'll put a link in the description for you to join Health Club below. I look forward to seeing you there. Now let's talk about apple cider vinegar. There's an incredible benefit that it offers, and that is that it can help you lower your A1C. Well, let's back up. First of all, what is A1C? A1C is basically a historical measurement to show you what your blood sugar has been doing over the past 3 months. So when you get your A1C tested, if it's high, that means your blood sugar has been high for a while, and it's something you want to get under control. Now, when you have a high A1C, that's about 5.6 and above, essentially something bad starts to happen. You start to have insulin resistance. You start to have some serious problems in your body. And it's estimated that 97 million people in the United States have this issue. 1 in 3 individuals have this issue. And the worst part is you don't even know it's happening, because it's estimated that 90% of people who have a high A1C, who have prediabetes, are completely unaware. Now, what's really interesting here is that when you have a high A1C, a lot of really negative things start to happen to your cardiometabolic health. And the good news is that apple cider vinegar can help bring that A1C down. Now let's go ahead and take a look at what happens to your cardiovascular health when your A1C goes high. First of all, you're going to have a higher likelihood of having atherosclerosis. Essentially what this is inflammation within the cardiovascular system, which also is going to lead to a plaque buildup. This, of course, is going to lead to potential heart attack and stroke, which is not good. Now, the other thing that happens when your A1C goes high is it actually will cause high blood pressure. And this is because you get a stiffening of the blood vessels. And when this happens, this ultimately will lead to heart disease. Lower your A1C, dramatically decrease your risks. Now, also, if your A1C goes high, you have an increased risk of heart failure. And this is because when you have high amounts of sugar flowing through your body and high amounts of insulin, essentially what happens is it starts to impact your muscle. And your heart is muscle, so therefore your cardiovascular system is going to be impacted. So high A1C leads to heart failure. Also, high A1C leads to inflammation and oxidative stress. This is causing more inflammation in the arteries, which also is going to cause a plaque buildup and a hardening of those arteries as well. Now, also a high A1C will lead to dyslipidemia, essentially meaning that that good cholesterol, that HDL, well, that starts to go down. In the bad cholesterol, that LDL starts to go way up. Now, of course, when it comes to your cardiovascular health, it's not that simple, but I'm going to leave the conversation of HDLs and LDLs for a different day. Just know that when you get that inverse relationship of low HDLs and high LDLs, that's called dyslipidemia, and that's associated with a high A1C. So we want to bring that A1C down, and as I said, apple cider vinegar has been proven to do this. So if you drop down your A1C, you drop down your risk greatly of having cardiovascular issues. Now, is apple cider vinegar alone going to solve your cardiovascular issues? No, we know that eating a healthy diet, going sugar-free, exercising daily is all going to be very, very important. However, you can utilize apple cider vinegar as another tool in your toolbox to drop that A1C level and improve your cardiovascular health. Now, the big question is, how do I get apple cider vinegar and how much do I need? So when we look at apple cider vinegar in the conversation of how much, most of the research is going to point to 1 to 2 tablespoons per day. Okay, so it could be 1 in the morning, 1 at night. Now, of course, the next question is, well, how do I drink this stuff? Well, first of all, I like to take a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, dilute it down in 8 to 12 ounces of water, maybe put some cinnamon in it, a few stevia drops. You can make all kinds of different good mixtures, and I do a lot of videos on those very topics, which you can find on my channel. But the one thing that is very easy to do and very important to do is just dilute it with water. And also, I will tell you a trick. If you put lots of ice cubes in it, it of course makes it taste so much better. So therefore, dilute your apple cider vinegar. Don't drink it straight. Now, the other thing that you can do is you can just use the apple cider vinegar on a salad. So an olive oil with apple cider vinegar is also a great way to not only get your greens in, but also get that apple cider vinegar in. And you know what? It'll even help you improve your digestion. Now, if you just don't like the flavor of apple cider vinegar, like, you know what, you're unwilling to utilize it anyway, you can also use it in supplementation form. You can get apple cider vinegar capsules. And as you know, if you've watched my information for a while, I'm very critical of many of the different ones out there because most of these apple cider vinegar capsules are totally junk. So I will actually put a link to the one that I do approve of, but it's specifically derived from apples and it's good quality. And therefore, it's going to have the mother in it, which is going to be the probiotic benefit of apple cider vinegar as well. So when we look at how much, 1 to 2 tablespoons, you can drink it by either diluting it with water, putting it on a salad and using it as a dressing, or taking an apple cider vinegar capsule, which I'll put a link in the description below. And from there, you can start utilizing this very simple tip to dramatically improve your heart health and your A1C today. Give this video a thumbs up. If you enjoyed this video, share it with a friend. It was great seeing you in this video. I look forward to seeing you in this video next.